Afternoon, Hlikand Perel. Welcome back to Technical Analysis with Lennox. This is midweek market update, and just like always, we look at some few Twitter requests. We don't have a lot today, and I think there's good news for me because I don't have to do a 50 minutes recording and have someone asking me to summarize that in 1 minute. I mean, come on now. But anyways, I think this will probably take 6 to 10 minutes max. And the first request is by Mikey. Not sure if it's Mikey or Mickey, but a part of me who wanted to be Mickey, right? It's a Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Yeah, but I think it is Mikey. And he requested for silver. This is actually our first time doing an analysis on silver. I know we did gold, we did oil, but this is actually our first time doing a silver analysis. And I actually like your request. And when I'm looking at this chart here, right, we can see this trend line here marked in white. We had our first testing on this trend line in March 2020. We had our second testing around this level, and this was last year between September and October, somewhere there. And the commodity is currently trading at $21 here. So this one thing that I want to say on this commodity is that currently I cannot necessarily tell you where the commodity is going because I'm waiting for confirmation, and confirmation will come from this line of $22. So if we break above this $22 line here, it will give us a bullish confirmation, and we will likely to see this commodity going to test this 50-day moving average, which is around $23, and might just possibly reach this high of 24 point, approximately 24.5, rounded to 1 decimal place. And this would be a bullish case, and one may also draw sort of a trend here, which is not so clear trend around this level here. So market might come and test this trend here and reject here. But alternatively, if we don't get a break above this level here, we're likely to see this head and shoulder formation here. Head and shoulder formation here. So if we don't get a break above that green line here, likely to get that head and shoulder formation, that will take us to $19 here. And this actually correlates with my demand zone here at around 18 going into $19 here. So if you are a buyer on silver, this is the risk that you are being exposed to, right? So be mindful that this commodity can potentially drop to this much here. And if you remember, I think last week I did do an analysis on dollar. So if we see some dollar strength, we might just see silver trading to these lows here. You might see it challenging this demand zone here again here. And that would be my analysis on silver. But I think in the long run, silver will try to challenge this zone here, and this zone is around $28 here. So in the long run, that's what I'll be watching. But in the meantime, be mindful of this possibility here. And the next analysis is from multi-asset guy, requested for Sasol. If I remember correctly, I think I did do an analysis on this one recently. I spoke about this trend here that we've recently broken out of, right? I think I did speak about this level here, and markets seem to be failing to break above this level here. We saw it breaking just above it going into 320, but it turns out this was a bull trap, and now market is back to 269. I see this market going to, I think the first stop on this stock is around 246 going into 243, and this is supported by this structure here, head and shoulder structure here. A nice head and shoulder structure. If we go to a weekly chart, you see it nicely. Right there, you have your left shoulder, you have your head and right shoulder. So I can see this stock coming to just this level here. If we break below 243, we're actually going to challenge to 210. So just be mindful of these levels here. But like I said, I'm actually bullish on Sasol, and I have my eyes on 376. So in the long run, I am bullish on Sasol, but I don't like going into the market blindly. I can see that there's this possibility here that market might just go back to 243, which can potentially push it to the lower 200s, right? But my eyes are on this trend line here, this white trend line, and this is around 255, and we can potentially test this this high that we experienced last year. That'll be my analysis on Sasol. Or maybe let's just quantify this risk here. So from current price, next zone is 8% away from current price, and the other one is approximately 22%. So this is the risk that is involved here. So just be mindful of this potential drop here. There's a possible reality. Make sure you are prepared for it. Next one, Prosus. And it's been a while since we spoke about this one here. So when I'm looking at this chart here, the stock has recently hit a supply zone here, and from here, I think the stock is looking bearish, right? And this is my bearish case here. So I'm looking at this supply zone here, which is around 1,400 rands per share. And I think this zone is likely to take this stock back to 1,200, right? So this is the level that I'm targeting on the stock. I'm expecting it to drop further to at least 1,200, right? I'm just making sure that I'm reading this share price correctly. Yes, this is 1,208. So that's the level that I'm actually looking at in the meantime, or in the short, medium term. I'm looking at 1,208. So this to say that I am short-term bearish on Prosus, and I think this should also apply to Naspers. This is the targets that I'm looking at, and this based on this resistance here that we have just hit on the stock. The next request is Thungela. Come on, guys. We spoke about Thungela a few days ago. Come on now. I said there's a possibility that we might break below this level here, this level of I think 210 going to 200, and we saw Thungela breaking below this level here this week. And this to say that the next level that we are looking at ranges from let's make it 180 going into 100, and let's make it a rounded number, let's say 140, right? So this would be our range here. This is what we should expect from Thungela, since we've broken below this strong support here. So this was a very strong support, technical support, and also some bit of psychological support there. This is a zone that we should look at on Thungela. So the stock is not looking too great. I think year to date, let's see how we doing year to date with January. Okay. So I think year to date, approximately minus 30%. So the stock is down approximately 30% from January. And then from all-time high, the stock is down approximately 50%, right? And I think this is a Fibonacci level here. We might just see some rejection here based on this Fibonacci level, 50% Fibonacci level. But from my side, this is the range that I'm targeting here, 170 or 180 going into 140. That'll be my 2 cent opinion on Thungela. Now let's look at MC Mining. I think we spoke about this one too. MC Mining. What's the ticker for this one? Oh, yes. So we did speak about this possibility here of this stock hitting here. And if you can see here, I still have a path that I drew from previous analysis. I said to might just get a test on this level here. And if you're looking at this chart here, if you zoom in here, there's the test that I spoke about. If you go to a daily chart, you can see that market is actually rejecting here. So this here, this is a nice buy zone here. This is a nice buy zone here. Of course, we can still get another test, maybe on a daily or weekly. But then from here, I'm expecting MC Mining to challenge the 5 rand level here, because we've already seen this test here. Of course, it might happen again, but it's very unlikely that the stock will go below this support level here. So that's what I'm looking at. This is the path that I drew the last time, and this is what I am still expecting. We got that test that we focused at, and now we should look forward to a test at 5 rand per share. Of course, like I said, I'll say this again, a test again here is possible, but from here, this is the level that I'll be looking at, and the stock is likely to follow this path here, right? Long-term target on MC Mining remains the same. I'm still looking at 14 rands per share. I think that's it on MC Mining. Let's look at Core Lithium. I think this needs an update. Last time I spoke about Core Lithium, I said there's a possibility that can go to 0.9 Australian dollars. And this is what we're currently experiencing, right? So this zone here, this range here, from 0.9 Australian dollars going into 0.8, this is an area where you have people or buyers coming into the market. So this is like a buy zone of some sort, and we likely to see this stock rejecting around this level here. From here, it's likely to come test this zone here, which will probably correlate with this 50-day moving average here, right? So that's my analysis on Core Lithium. It's currently trading at a buy zone. It might still be higher, but it's lower than 1.875. So if you are averaging in, this is a nice level to start averaging in, bearing in mind that we still have a buying zone at 0.4. We also have another one at 0.2, and the last one is at 0.04, right? So these are the buy zones on the stock, right? And that'll be my opinion on Core Lithium. We currently trading at a nice support, and we might see buyers coming into the market. Of course, they might not take over the trend, but we're likely to see some short-term gains on the stock. Next one is Santova. Let's see what's happening here. It's actually been a while since I looked at this one here. So if you are interested in this stock, it has moved quite a bit. If you look at this aggressive move here, this is a very nice move, and if you missed it, you're now at a risk of let's say you buy this stock at current level, you are exposing yourself to this much riskier, this much riskier. So at some point, we will see Centova trading back to around 6 rands, going into 5.7 rands per share. But I think this price play out here, it looks like the one of Thungela. If you go to my first analysis on Thungela, you see that we had a price play out similar to this, and after it broke out of this trend here, it did go up a bit, but then from there it came down strongly. As we've seen on the Thungela analysis, it's now coming back to test a similar level to this one here. So hence why I'm saying at some point we will see Centova coming to test this level here, and this would be a buy zone in my opinion. So this would be like a higher buy zone. So in this current price, I don't think it's wise to enter the market. I just feel like could be chasing this stock here. And that'll be my analysis on Centova. And I think that's all the requests for today. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, I don't know what you're waiting.